Hi everybody, I'm Paula Shaw from Soulful Guiding, and in this video I'm going to look at the general themes of the upcoming new moon and the greater transits and cycles that are at play at this time with this new moon in Scorpio at 20 degrees of Scorpio on the 13th of November, depending where you are in the world, will depend what time it is. Check it out. And if you're not already subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button and hit a like. I really want to create more and more content here in YouTube, and you guys, I think you pretty much know how it works. So yeah, I'd love your support. So this new moon in Scorpio is in essence a prequel to the eclipses. We are still in eclipse season. So the last lunar month was a new moon, solar eclipse in Libra, followed up by the final lunar eclipse in Taurus. And what I've observed is we have been pushed to let go of any areas where we've been stuck, where we've been, beating a dead horse, so to speak, and trying to make things work that deep down we know it's just over. And this new moon is kind of still intense. It's kind of still, okay, what did you let go of during the eclipse season? Or what left your life? What was eclipsed in and out of your life? What did you realize that you needed to let go of or to become more of? Well, guys, this new moon in Scorpio, where there is a conjunction between the sun and the moon, so it's a new moon, sun moon conjunct with Mars in this powerful activation. Mars is the ruling planet of Scorpio, so Mars is supercharged up in Scorpio. Mars is associated with the god of war, and we can all see there is an amplification of war, of the battle on Earth. Now, we all have internal battles. The greater war, the greater conflict always starts within. And these cycles come in to keep shifting you. If nothing changes, and we become toxic and stagnant. So really open yourself to these times of great transformation that we're living through, and work with this new moon, work with this Mars Sun conjunction in your personal life to really concentrate and focus the energy. This new moon and this Sun Mars conjunction is happening in a lunar mansion, a section of the sky that is associated with real power, with the true warrior, with the concentration and focused energy, when things come together to create more power. So you can really, at a personal level, work with the energies of this new moon to charge up something in your life, to awaken some inner warrior courage. I have uploaded some powerful horoscopes. If you're interested in looking at where this is playing out in your personal chart, or if, for your sun or your moon, go and check out my Patreon at Soulful Guiding. It is seriously a really powerful new moon. And what enhances this new moon even more is that Saturn is starting to move forwards. Saturn is now direct, slowly, gradually building up some strength. And any area in your life that Saturn rules, wherever Pisces is in your chart, you may have found things were really slow. This is like, things dissolving in your hands. Nothing can take on structure. But at this new moon, Saturn is direct. And again, in my horoscopes, I've talked about this and a way to really harness the energies. But if you're not into horoscopes, just observing your personal life, where you can actually start to see some things are easing, some restrictions are lightening up. You can actually start making some plans that stick. And then with this sun, moon, and Mars conjunction happening in this powerful lunar mansion, channel the energy. Did you know that Scorpio is associated with the deepest regenerative healing, the deepest level, soul level, trauma levels? It's associated with true power, but it's often hidden power. And this is where strong Scorpio people, they're reserved. They're not out there, like the stereotypical Scorpio Western astrology will tell you that they're like intense and asserting their power onto reality. Often, people with Scorpio strong in their chart, ones that I've sat with over the years, it's more hidden, it's more internal, and there's a depth to it. But it is in Scorpio that when you awaken the energy of Scorpio, you have full access to all of your life force, your chi, your kundalini, your tumo, whatever you call it. It wakes up and you can run this energy. So there's a new moon in Scorpio with these bigger patterns of play. It really suggests that if you can focus the energy and you can channel and direct your attention and live your life very intentionally, you can harness this energy at this new moon. You really can. Now, at the collective level, out there, it's probably going to look amplified, to be honest. People's agendas, people's anger and fear, it's going to probably ramp up this lunar month. Mars is involved in both lunations. Check out my monthly astrology snapshot where I dive into that a lot more. But for you personally at this new moon, you can really find some inner triumph with this lunar mansion, Vishaka. You can actually start to take charge of those internal battles that you struggle with. We all have those internal battles. The conflict begins within. And you have an opportunity to not look at what's going on out there. Forget the noise. Forget what's going on in the world. Unless you're directly involved, that's different. I'm not talking to people that are on front lines or deeply involved in external battles. But if you're not, then you can use this energy, harness this energy for some powerful personal evolution, personal development. Really look at where your life force wants to be focused this lunar month and go for it, truly. Another thing that's playing out at this new moon will be that Uranus is directly opposite. So at the global level, this could be really quite shocking. Events could be happening, abrupt events. But ultimately, on the positive side, Uranus is about breakthroughs. As I shared in the monthly astrology snapshot, maybe we need to see our own shadow as a collective. Maybe this stuff needs to come up and come out so we can heal it, so we can say enough. That's my prayer. That's what I would hope for the most. But really, if you can harness this energy with that Uranus opposition, you can actually find that right now you can change your life direction. Giving up, being apathetic, feeling hopeless, that's a different war that you're losing. Awaken this energy, sit in ritual, sit with a pen and paper, or just take notice. Seriously, ritual is one of the most powerful activities you can engage in your life. It's where you start to realize, actually, I can have some influence on the direction of my life. If you don't stop and think about what you're wanting to do and channel these really powerful, like Mars is like channel the energy, get focused. Saturn moving direct, get disciplined, build some structure. If you never do that, your life is going to be at the mercy of these forces externally. I'm not saying that it's about control. Scorpio has the shadow of control, and we may see that in world events. But I'm talking about this sense of, you know what? I can influence the direction of my life. And every time you do intentional work, or you make a decision and you claim it and you make a vow, or you have someone witness it, or you write it down and perform as a ritual, you are shifting your karma. And this new moon is a time where you can honestly influence your personal karmic story. I'm not saying you can change it all at once. Don't try to change your whole destiny at once. That's insane. No one can do that. If it ever looks like that, that's what you see in social media, I can guarantee you there's a lot of hard work that went on prior to that. It's never random. So really work this energy. And if you've been in a heavy relationship dynamic with that lunar eclipse, the solar eclipse and the south node traveling through Libra, this could be a really good time where you could harness Venus moving through Libra. And actually, Mercury will be moving into Sagittarius, which means that you can start to have these conversations within your relationships, within the stories of all of your relationships, interpersonal, romantic, and this could actually really help you to be able to assert yourself and to assert this willpower, to assert this concentrated energy in a really peaceful, hopefully diplomatic way. I really hope Venus in Libra helps the world events. Again, check out my monthly astrology snapshot because I go more deeply into how hard Venus is working right now. Oh my goodness. So channel your inner warrior. Harness this energy. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't lose faith. Then you lose the greatest battle. And then work with this phoenix energy, which is one of the most powerful symbols of Scorpio. The phoenix rising out of the ashes. But first, the bird has to burn down completely. Completely. Maybe this is what's going on Earth. By the way, this Sun-Mars conjunction that's happening in Scorpio is a 2-year cycle until the Sun and Mars meet again in a couple of years. So really, this will be, wherever Scorpio is in your chart, a lot of asking you to show up more, a lot more energy. The horoscopes I've created will go deeply into that, and you can get a sense of where you can actually concentrate and focus your energy and channel your power at this time. So I am sending you so much love, and I really hope that you are winning these inner battles, that you are defeating these demons, and that you find ways to really harness this energy at this time. Take care, and I'll see you all at the full moon in Gemini coming up in 2 weeks.